Here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it here. This is James White. Good footwork at the 30. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 50 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pryor has it complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So that'll back him up 5. The Seahawks were the most penalized team in the NFL last year, more than 9 a game, and now they've got 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Luck. And it's caught. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
You're right.
From the gun, here's Luck. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, the spin. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll go option to the short side. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Into heavy traffic, and it's a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Love. Able to find Pryor. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. This is White on the screen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They go play action here on 1st down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry from Mack. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd, eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Play action. It's Trubisky. Got it over there. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
18. Red up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Love. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That's not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Let it roll.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's locked. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Seahawks have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Back to throw, Love. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to stick with Dez there, got too physical, pass interference.
I like your note there, so physical. Hard for any defender to cover Dez Bryant without drawing a pass interference call.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Now Love. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball, my coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Love. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Mack. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now it's Trubisky. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gerald McCoy in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Derek Wolfe coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
To throw on second down is Luck. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it's helped his legs along the way as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try the air now with Locke. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Luck now on second down. Steps away to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
From the red zone now, Locke. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. White's got a first down and more. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. James White in the final seconds of the first half. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Gano now to add the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, look at that. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Second half begins with a run by Crowell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Ayers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
18.
Now Trubisky. Try to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a toss play. This is Mack. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears get a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. That's going to set them back 5 yards. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Out of the gun, Luck. Completes it to Aguilar. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a first down throw. Luck being chased out left. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Here's White. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He completes it to Bryant, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
1 receiver left is Hilton. Now it's Love. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, past the 20.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
What's up?
Kill him, man.
Dude, this fucking guy's so lucky, bro.
Wait, are you winning?
Yeah, but he got a kick return touchdown just now. Because none of my guys go off fucking blocks. Fuck, man.
Play my game in 15 minutes.
Like, I'm destroying this guy. I have 4 passing touchdowns, 116 rushing yards with a touchdown. Like, I'm absolutely wrecking him. But it's just like, fuck, man. I just want a blowout.
Brandon ended up playing his game.
He played it?
Yeah, he got home early today, so he played it. He won 14 this Saturday. He said the guy he was playing with, he's the Jets, so he's in my division. He said he was like bad, but like he was just getting like lucky shit.
This guy's defense is terrible.
He said Wilson missed 2 wide open touchdown passes, so that kind of took away 2 touchdowns from him.
No! What the fuck? God damn it! That's so bullshit! Oh my god. That's some fucking retarded ass Aguilar.
When they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them.
Bro, stop! This guy's pissing me off, bro.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football.
Like, I'm missing my extra points because we're in fucking gay-ass Chicago. And it's just, you know, the fucking windiest place in the world.
No way, Ed. I won offense and defensive player of the week. Just guys.
And I lost my fucking starting free safety because of injuries.
Oh, I gotta see my left right back now. Yeah, he's back. Sweet. What was the injury?
Bro, Madden's letting him bruise sternum. Madden's letting him get back in this fucking game.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The
I feel like that always happens.
Often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able
Oh, this guy's got Wagner. I feel like this guy's good. I've got a feeling.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Well, as the play call comes
I can't believe Kai's won play of the week.
Think about 4 down territory here.
It's awesome.
Down a few touchdowns, they need points and they need big points.
Flushed out right.
Bro, this fucking oh man! This dude's so bad. He's so fucking bad. Oh my god.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in.
Drop that what?
That kind of a start.
He's on my 14 now. I'm about to chew the fucking clock, bro. Just chew the shit out of the fucking clock. This is some bullshit, and he's catching up like this. I had a beautiful, wide open throw. I hit my guy. He fumbles it. Like that's some bullshit, dude.
This is sort of what you would call a put away.
Oh my God, bro.
Here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly
That's so
feels
fucking
that way,
stupid.
And I think that they're going to call their plays
He has
accordingly
177 total yards and my 413. And he's somewhat in this game.
The game's going to go on. In fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive
That Kai's got us +1 speed boost on this first left
Still
here.
third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give him 10
I just need him to get
yards
to like
there,
an
and
85,
the
86
nose of the
speed. I don't know.
football, he's going to have a first down.
And this guy needs to start fucking setting QB spies. I have like 70 rushing yards with him.
Ball up to the
With
35
Andrew Luck.
now as they come up on
I had a
first and
decent
10.
amount with Goff. Oh, I only had 19. Oh, that's because I kneeled at the end of the game like quite a bit.
Of course he's got Khalil Mack. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he? He's got Mitchell's whiskey, Khalil Mack. He's definitely a fucking Bears fan.
On something else. But she's crying. I know her.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This fucking guy is so good. He's great, Tom. He's fucking great.
Bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really
Oh, you
ticked
want
off.
that?
It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
I don't know, but it goes with the mirror.
Oh my God! Yes! Thank God it wasn't a pick. What fucking kind of throw is that, though? What the fuck, bro?
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first
Jesus
half.
fucking Christ.
I like how Barkley's leading the league in receiving
Stop them
yards.
at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. I
The
guess they
Bills
feel a
lost,
little
too.
gratified to at least get on the board last time.
Wait,
It's still
Brandon
work
next
to
week?
do.
No doubt about it.
Oh, dude.
Now they're going to try to increase
Then I got the
urgency
Dolphins,
a
who's a
little
1-0
bit, maybe
with
pump
you.
up the pace, maybe
That's a
go
big
to
game.
minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
I'm worried about Brandon though.
And space opens. The
I don't know.
Bills
I don't know how
against
anybody
a
else
17
plays. I don't know how good anyone is.
Just
But I know
when you want
Brandon
on a
good.
first down run, call it 8
Look at the
yards. And it's
Jaguars
second and
people.
2.
I mean, just team. They got Bobby Wagner. I know. Do they got Bobby Wagner and Tom Brady yet?
Thank you for letting that be an incomplete pass because my guy was right there and fucking Hayden Hurst didn't just moss him like he has been. Holy fuck.
As he was trying to haul it in.
Look at his stats in the first game. See what he likes to do.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brady was 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Go, boys.
And he goes nowhere.
Chug.
Come on.
You ran it
Yeah, you want to
19.
go for it. I know you do.
Loss of a yard and it brings up 4th.
I can't audible. I can't audible. Come on, game. Thank you for ending the quarter. Thank you.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
So he does something glitchy with Allison. Because he has 150 yards on 3
Trail on the
catches.
scoreboard as we get set to bring
He
you the
does
fourth
some.
quarter.
He only has 88 speed. So how the fuck? He must have played some of this shit. There's no other way. It's not like he's beating somebody deep. But I guess that's what I gotta worry about.
All right,
He
they're
did
gonna
not
try
get
and
sacked.
keep
Come on, defense.
football
One
alive
stop.
here
One
on
stop.
fourth down. They're going for it.
He had 3 sacks. He has a good D-line. He had no picks.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's able to
Fuck!
Look on that now, stupid.
He's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. On first and 10, it's Trubisky going underneath for Crowell. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard
I'm
line.
telling him I'm
It'll be
ready.
a pickup of
when he is.
only a yard, and it'll be a second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game.
Interception, bitch. Let's go.
He's intercepted. Top by the line.
Let's go, baby.
And his guys
He's
are
dead
gonna
quiet. I
get
don't know. Like,
Oh, I fucking baited him so hard in that.
That's now
It made it
his
look like I was
second
blitzing,
interception
and then
his
kick out
one
last second,
week
pick it
linebacker
off.
position.
And think about all the different techniques he has.
That
to
should
employ
seal
you're the
this
only
game up.
game that started.
As he spot
Why did
drops
they
because
advance
he's
early?
picking up
I don't know why they
man
did
Was
that.
no one else playing?
running back or a
Maybe no one else is
in
playing.
any event, great eyes,
All the games that were probably scheduled played. A lot of people played though. There's only a couple.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves
That was
along?
a couple games. There was some
Just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first.
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and
Oh
continues to
damn! I
push
can't even
the
judge on that. I forgot.
continue to carry
The Jags game was Sim Week 1.
Luck now to throw.
So how
Avoids the contact by
does
Slade.
Allison get that
Give
many
him a
yards on
couple
3
on the
catches when it
scramble.
was
It's
Sim?
second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye
So I
discipline when
have no
you're
idea
playing
what this
defense,
guy's
making
gonna
sure your
do.
eyes are in the proper place on a given play.
On the
Looks like
blitz,
that discipline
fucking-
came to the front
Ooh,
there,
cool.
didn't it?
Max
They were
out there
able to hold
guarding
him
someone?
for a short
Okay.
gain when he took off running.
On second down, here's Locke.
Oh no, that's not a fumble. Game, come on! Stop giving these fucking chances to him. Stop!
Careless with the football.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
He certainly did, and
Doesn't want you to win it.
play, the one that comes to mind is always
Call a fumble on a fucking pass attempt. I hate this fucking game, bro.
people around you. Two hands.
Giving them so many fucking second chances is unreal.
It's cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you got to
Thank you, Gerald McCoy. Thank you for making a fucking tackle, you big piece of shit.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's
49.
imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back.
Interception again, baby. Jalen Smith.
It's 15 minutes. What can I do for 15 minutes? I'll watch your game. Are you? Wait, is your game over?
It's like fourth quarter, 5 minutes left.
I'll watch it.
My two turnovers are fumbles. They're fumbles, you piece of shit.
Hasn't it all throughout? But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
There's nothing even good about what he did. There's nothing. His turnovers are fucking lucky turnovers.
Dante Hightower on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just
I
going to
could
be happy
fucking
to keep the
score
ball on
you
the
whatever
ground,
I
right?
want.
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of
Hey,
it.
did you watch
and
ball
you
last
got a good
night?
chance of ending up winning this game.
Some of it.
Throwing is
Did you
low.
see they gave Rui Rad another shot?
It's caught.
Oh, yeah.
Right side.
That's
And
stupid.
he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That's
Dude,
all
Kevin
for
Owens
a
is coming
couple,
back
brings
soon,
up
eh?
third down.
They keep showing him on.
The Seahawks on third
He
down.
keeps
Alright,
like
return
doing
to
live
WrestleMania.
video
This is 3rd and 9.
against 2.
I don't know. He'll just come back.
From the 50, it's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the
Jesus
field.
fucking Christ, Andrew Luck.
Shot taken on third down,
Can't
unsuccessful.
throw a deep ball for his life.
Now.
Yeah, I think Roman's gonna come back.
How about
Yeah,
the
that's
execution of that
No,
defense
know what's gonna
right
happen?
there? Zone
He,
was absolutely
Brock
locked
is gonna
up tight.
win,
He was trying
and
to
then
force it
Roman's
in
gonna
there on
come
third
out
down.
after the
But if
match.
there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
Saying he's
Get him
coming
at-
back
get
for
him
his
at- Get him
test.
at the one.
There's nothing available there for
Oh
him.
my god, dude. And this Chicago fucking bullshit with 13-mile-an-hour wind is pissing me off.
A bit of a 180. They
Yeah, I had that in my first game.
Oh my
Like
fucking
14.
god. I'm kicking extra points, not even considering the wind. I'm just kicking straight, and I missed like 3 of them.
Dude, Ed, did you see the promo with
Stop
oh,
throwing
it
it
was
to
on
me!
promo, it was in the backstage. It was Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
Some of it.
So Dean got like his ass kicked, and he like Seth was in the interview, and then Dean Ambrose came up behind him. He's like, "Where were you out there?" Like acting like they're like still like friends. I feel like this shit's gonna get back. You know what I feel like is gonna happen? How many of you think that see this happen? Roman's gonna go after Brock, and the Shield's gonna like team up. Like they're gonna have to like team up to stop Brock. And he's he's gonna leave WWE. I think that's gonna happen. Well, they're not gonna team like Roman's gonna like fight him, and they're just gonna like get involved. I feel like something like that's gonna happen. I do think they're gonna get back together though.
I'm gonna start chewing the clock. I don't know if that's a dirty thing to do.
And you said you're gonna do. Why is it addictive?
I don't want my guys getting hurt. I'm just trying to get the fuck out of this game.
You're up by 14. Like, he's trying to win.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second.
She's in here, Mom. Be right back.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's got
oh my God, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Out of bounds. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good...
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. James White, his 2nd touchdown.
Go ahead, go. Go ahead, go. Oh, wait, I forgot you're behind me. I mean, I'm behind you.
I forgot you're watching it. Can you hear my voice in it or no?
Yeah, I turned my TV volume off.
I thought I turned it off.
Dude, I don't know why my quality was so bad on that video.
Yo, I've got 2 people watching it. I don't know who the 2nd person is.
Oh, I thought you said 10.
No,
I was like,
that's cool.
I was like, what? Did you post it in like the
I think
chat?
I messed up. I think I posted my YouTube channel itself and not the live stream.
Well, they can still just click on that.
Well, yeah, they
can
could
still
click on the channel, but
They begin with a run by Crowell. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Is that Cushion Casey?
yeah.
decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2
fast.
drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, now
Dude.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker.
I like how he's trying to come back.
He's gonna score. It's a Seahawks
I hate when people do that, like, they're right here.
And
Go,
that
baby.
will pretty much
Big
erase
six.
any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception.
That's what he
return
gets for
for
trying to make him
touchdown.
back.
Door closed,
Big
locked.
Just take a knee, brother. Take a knee. Oh, go in.
Extra point was hooking, but he does.
Oh, dude,
make
he's
it through.
definitely a
And
Bears
the
fan. He
decision to
doesn't
just
hack
kick the
into this.
extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Put up 50, eh?
And this
50 on this man. 50 burger.
Sails over the end line. The Bears offense now.
Too bad he didn't show them.
Out onto
I
the
know.
field, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a
Dude, I knew
quarterback,
Barkley was. Dude, I didn't think Kaiser was gonna win play of the week. Like, he only had 3 picks in that tackle. Like, he didn't have a sack or a touchdown or anything.
Give me the fuck.
Did you pick it again? Or did you hit him?
Tom, watch that. Watch it. Watch that shit, bro. And tell me that should have been picked. Yeah.
scrimmage again, the 25, 2nd
Trying to
and
run
10.
middle, high, low on me.
That's like.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's
I feel like
Trubisky.
everyone runs that way.
He's going to keep it. Now Trubisky
Trubisky.
lost the football, and the
Dude,
Seahawks
Jalen
have
Smith,
recovered.
player of the week next week. I'm kneeling it.
What's his
Taking my
stats?
knees.
Oh.
No, I think that fumble's
How many
kind of
picks did he
indicative
have?
of how this whole
4.
evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down.
And he
so
got the pick
big.
6 too.
Yeah.
Well, Ed, I'm not in your conference, so you got a chance. Just kidding.
Actually, I might have to run a play, like run an actual play, huh?
Yeah, you will. Definitely. You get a
Just to
first
get the
down.
yards for the... Shit, yeah, I do need a first down, huh?
Time for a break. Back
See
to
if he calls
finish
a
it
timeout.
off on EA Sports
He's an
after
asshole.
this.
I just want enough yards to fucking get a field goal off of this. Like, I'll kneel the
And
ball.
did you see
again.
they brought up like 5 NXT
That was 2nd
Yeah, I
down.
saw
episodes yesterday? And
And he'll work it inside the 30
Danny
to the
Gargano
29-yard
and
Give him 10 yards on the pickup,
Maso
and that
Ciampa
is gonna
beat
set
the
up a
Revival.
3rd and
on
1.
that.
Yeah.
Look, the first down marker is
That's
out
crazy.
there,
Like, they're going to get a
sometimes
title
it's hard
shot.
to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually
Dude,
means
DeMarco
throw the
Murray out here
football.
right now?
In this case, they went against the tendency and ran
DeMarco
it.
Murray.
Boy, the reward was
DeMarco Murray?
big pickup.
Is that first?
And
Yeah.
guess
Is that who that
what?
is?
It's now third
Yeah.
and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
He only got a
That was
yard, but
split
that
team.
was enough to do the job.
Let's get it, boys.
What
This
team
boy
is he
better
even
not-
on?
And not totally home free yet, but
What was
it's
that?
looking good
He's
as
on
they
the.
come up
I thought he was
first
on the
and
Titans.
10.
Last time I knew.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they
He
will
like
use
just
them here
once
as the
you
kneel
left
down comes.
the Cowboys, he just died off.
What was that?
Said once you left the Cowboys, he just like disappeared.
Yeah, right.
I feel like if the Cowboys lost Elliott, he would that same
And they
exact thing
take
would
a
happen.
knee.
Just because of that O line. Well, blowout win it.
Dude, there was a play early in the game that like was the most glitchy fucking play I've ever seen. I picked it off, then my guy was like getting stuck on his guy, like coming down out of the air, and like gave me a stumble recovery thing. But, like it never turned the camera, and then next thing you know, one of his guys comes in, makes me fumble it, but then the call is overturned. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything.
Oh my
And I have an
lord.
update for Call of Duty. It's 11 gigabytes.
7 takeaways, 234 rushing yards, 242 passing. Whew, boy.
And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys.
Looking at
Meanwhile,
the
for the
stats.
Bears, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
Ed, you gotta use James White in the
I'm Brandon
passing
Gunn.
game,
Certainly
bro.
have to thank Charles Davis, my
I was
broadcast
trying to do
partner,
screen
and our
passes in
entire
with him.
crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.
Yeah,
on
just
EA
put him in the
Sports.
flat. No one covers the flats.
Alright, time to end the stream. Thanks for tuning in, boys. See you next time.